Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. Well, we've already spoken about what can be expected about the market this week in yesterday's market calls video in detail. So if you have missed that, do watch that video before watching this. That's very important. Now, coming to today, of course, as the market is opening, first day after Karnataka election, there will be some focus there. But like I told yesterday, the Karnataka exit polls had actually predicted a win for Congress, and that probably is already factored in the market, is what I think. Even if it's not factored in, maybe some a small effect may be seen, but not a major effect is what I'm expecting. But apart from that, what would be major focus would be two things that came in after that. That is, first one is the India CPI data, which is positive because it has come at 4.7%, which is less than expectation of 4.76%, and also much lesser than the target, RBI target of 6%. So that's a great thing. So that should be a positive for India as a market. So that should be something good that we should see. Apart from that, the second important thing is the crude oil prices. Crude oil prices have been kind of falling, and that is also a good thing for India. Gold price have been stable. It has not been increasing. But of course, now that the market has been expecting that the RBI may not increase the rate hike. Similarly, the similar expectation in the US, where Federal Reserve is not expected to go with further rate hikes, that probably could mean that the gold prices may kind of start coming down in the upcoming months. So if you're a short-term investor, yes, probably you could book some profit out of it and come out of it. Or if you're a long-term investor, I would say to just stay invested. Because if you just stay invested and continue to invest in SIP mode, then there's nothing really that you really have to look after. So that's something that I would say as far as commodity is concerned. So these are things which is kind of positive for the market. So market should act positive. In fact, if you see on the last Friday also, even though there was initial selling, by end of the day, the second half of the day was a continuous bullish day for the Indian stock market, and markets have closed in the green on Friday. So that's a good thing, right? So if you look at the market levels on Friday, markets have closed above 18,300. That's a great sign. Now 18,200 is a very important support. So unless 18,200 is broken decisively and closed on a daily closing basis, I think the market should be stable at this range, and probably there are higher chances of the market going up. So 18,200 is an important level to watch on the downside. But however, like I told you yesterday, I am expecting the market to kind of consolidate and close between 18,000 to 18,600 this week. So that's the expectation. Of course, I know the range is really broad, but then probably I will reduce the range as we go forward. So apart from that, if you look at the Asian market as of now, I am looking at Asian markets that are open right now. Japan is up by 0.4%, and Australia is down slightly down by 0.18%. Shanghai is down by 0.83%, and of course Hong Kong is flat. So Japan is also expecting their GDP data tomorrow, so that would be in focus for the Asian markets. But of course, that may not be affecting our market as much. Another important data that we would be looking forward for today is the wholesale price index. I've already told you earlier also, I'm just repeating that. Wholesale price index is a very important data because that kind of gives an indication of how the CPI could come next month. So for people who are new, wholesale price index is nothing but the inflation seen at wholesale level, and consumer price index is the consumer level inflation. So if the wholesale prices inflation are in control, naturally the consumer level inflation also would be in control. So that would be something important data that we'll be focusing on. But of course, I am expecting it to be in a range which is acceptable. So I don't see any big reason for the market to be actually affected because of it. So things are looking good for India as a country. So the way things are going, I am kind of expecting that RBI would not see any rate hikes anymore in India. So that means this is a great time for all those people who want to have some investment into a debt instrument like FD. Probably because the interest, again, I would say some portion only. See, you need to consult on a personal basis because everybody will have a different exposure that has to be done for FD. So if you have any confusion, you can go down to the description below and fix an appointment with our team members, and we can guide you completely free of cost on how much investment to go where. So because FD rates are right now at its peak, this is going to fall as soon as the RBI finally decides to reduce the rates, which could happen in a matter of about 5 to 6 months. So if that is happening, then probably this would be a great time to actually invest, because you can lock in on your investment there. So that is something that we can discuss and help you with your investment there. So apart from that, if you look at the market, focus would be majorly on Tata Motors and HAL, because these two have come out with really good results. But if you look at Tata Motors, it has been on a continuous upward rally in the past few days. Naturally, this was because market was expecting the results to be good, and that has come good. So I'm probably going to see some profit booking kicking in there. But then for a longer term view, I would say just stay intact. I'm kind of going to stay intact with my Tata Motors investment right now. So that's about Tata Motors, and now the second part is HAL. HAL also has come out with good results, and not only that, so government has also released a few, list of machinery that probably they'll be manufacturing in India for the defense sector. So that is again a positive sign for all these companies like BHEL, HAL. So that's a good sign, of course. So only thing is that the market has actually kind of rallied up so much in HAL and BHEL that I am not really comfortable getting into at that the price, because I find the valuations a little too higher. But let's see if we get an opportunity. Nothing wrong in entering a small number and then probably adding up later. So like I always say, it's very important that the right price is also important. Not that we can predict the prices, not that we can predict the bottom or top of the stock price, but then it is always good to have a decent pricing. So we market can fall and go higher, but then it is how we manage our risk that's very important. So an example for that, if you're looking at gold, right now gold is at its peak. Now, does it mean the price is not going to go up further? I don't know. Not only me, nobody in the world knows whether the gold price is going up or down. But then, since it's already at the peak, there are high chances that the gold can actually come down. Risk to reward. So if you do the risk to reward is the gain that we can get by investing into it, and the risk is the risk how much it may fall if it falls. So if you see at this point of time, gold has a higher risk. Because higher chances of a fall, because everybody who is sitting with good profit would be thinking of booking profit at some point of time. So it has got a higher risk than the reward. So at this point of time, I would kind of avoid investing into gold at this time. So this is why I say, as a short-term investor, it is not a great time to invest in gold. But if you're a long-term investor, it doesn't matter that gold prices are on the peak or on the bottom, because you are an investor who are consistently investing on a SIP basis every week. So if every month or whatever it is, so as per your convenience. So whenever you're doing that, you are kind of going to adjust your buying prices, and overall average buying price reduces or is better when you go for a SIP mode of investment. That's exactly why we at MPI Investment are big promoters of SIP mode of investment that can give you great returns over a period of time. So this is what I speak about the market right now. So Tata Motors right now, if you look at the risk reward, is not great actually. So I won't suggest you to add at this point of time. But then of course, those who want to probably not miss out on rally, similarly HAL also probably can do entry and then probably build up as a SIP mode of investment. So that is something that can be done at this point of time. So these are few things that could be in focus, and of course FIIs would be the major focus next, because they've been continuously buying for more than 1,500 crores every day. And last week alone, I think they bought for almost 13,000 crores. So will that continue? And if it is going to continue, it is going to be at a price. It's going to be a pricey affair for FIIs, because right now the markets have actually risen so much at this point of time, and they are re-entering Indian market. Just that buying could actually trigger the market to go higher. So that's something that could be watched. Let's see, DIAs are also not booking big profits. They are also expecting the market to go up. So that's a great thing, a great sign, I would say. But then, of course, it also happened in stock market that when everything looks great is suddenly when the market falls big. So with so much rally that's been happening, I am expecting a small correction. But when is it happening is a big question mark that we all have to wait. So be ready. We might see that. So risk to reward doesn't look favorable at this point of time. So let's see how the markets go, and based on that, we'll plan our investment. So if you want to have a complete guidance, all you need to do is go to description, and there's a link to our website where you can go and fix your online appointment with our team member. So either me or our team member would actually connect with you online. You can have it online or in physical meeting in our office. So that can be booked online on the website www.mpiinvest.com. So go ahead, fix your appointment. Let us plan your investment. I am sure we'll all grow financially together. So with that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share. And if you do feel that this is important, do share this with your podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. And looking forward to a great week ahead. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off until we catch up tomorrow morning for the next podcast. Goodbye. Have a great day.